Kia ora and welcome to Sam's Take, a series about entertainment news and reviews, with me, Sam Realstone. Apologies for the change of set, obviously we're all in alert level 4 lockdown, but we'll make it work nonetheless. Today I'm diving into my thoughts on Netflix's latest big release, Sweet Girl. Directed by Brian Mendoza, Sweet Girl follows Ray Cooper, played by Jason Momoa, a man who loses his wife to cancer after a potentially life-saving drug is suspiciously taken off the market by medicine company Bioprime. Ray and his daughter Rachel, played by Isabel Merced, seek out the source of the corruption within the medicine company through any means necessary. This has largely been marketed as an action movie, and the action is fine. There's a lot of shaky Steadicam, which kind of makes you feel like your eyeballs are in a washing machine, but there's no sharp jump cuts, which I guess is, we've got the lesser of the two evils. Stunt coordinator Jeremy Marinis has done some pretty decent stuff as it goes. Last year's Birds of Prey, John Wick Chapter 2, and even the second Sherlock Holmes. So perhaps the slight fault lies with director of photography Barry Ackroyd. Though he's also done good things like Bombshell and The Hurt Locker, though the latter does use a lot of shaky Steadicam from memory. Regardless, the lesson to be learned is that shaky Steadicam is a device best used sparingly, especially when you've got coherent fight choreography like this. Momoa gives a heart-wrenching performance which shows a very authentic and organic reaction to a loved one's death when there's nothing you can do, when you're at the mercy of a corporation and what that does to one's brain and behaviour. Merced as his daughter Rachel also gives a resonant performance, showing the rage and frustration of a child trying to both grieve and hold the remains of her family together. Unfortunately, these quite compelling performances are buried in a sloppy story and a lot of cringy moments which I'm sure were deemed really cool and epic on paper, and they just aren't. Like at one point a hitman character is getting together his guns and his cash to leave his safe house, and he looks at his reflection menacingly in the glass of his microwave. The acting choices are choices. A lot of ham in there. The exposition around why Bioprime is taking the drug off the market is quite confusing and glossed over, frankly. The reason they give is that it's too expensive to manufacture, which seems fair-ish. All you kind of glean from the events that unfold is that there is still justice to be had, and Ray is going to get it until he hits a metaphorical or literal brick wall. There is also one big reveal which is the most predictable. However, this movie takes an unexpected turn that I really wasn't expecting towards the end, and I'm not sure if it's a clever choice or a bit of a regressive one. While building up a certain character, it also kind of implies that that same character couldn't have carried the film on their own. I'm leaning more towards the latter, as this movie is kind of a disappointment overall. I went in hoping for Jason Momoa as a wholesome, desperate dad whilst also laying people out in action set pieces, and all I got from Sweet Girl was a sour taste. For a lazy lockdown watch, it might be just the thing for you, but it's also not going to change your life either. Again, I will praise the two lead performances, but this one's a bit of a miss for me. Thanks for watching this episode of Sam's Take. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time for more entertainment news and reviews.